We are now recording. Hi, Lindy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Appreciate you being here to help some of our patients understand a little bit more about oral appliance therapy. What originally prompted you to get tested for sleep apnea?
Well, I was having trouble staying awake when I would be at a stoplight. I would get to a red light and be sitting there and I'd feel myself start to go and think, that doesn't seem right. So I thought maybe it was, thyroid or something like that, and talked to my regular doctor and he suggested I get tested for sleep apnea.
Okay. Did you try the CPAP mask and the pressure?
Yeah, I did the CPAP for probably 6 to 9 months. It was doable, but it was not great. I travel for work sometimes. When we travel, family vacations and things like that, and it was just such a pain to try and haul that around and find places to plug it in and not rip it off in the middle of the night.
How did you find out about oral appliances?
Well, I've been coming here since I was 14, so I just saw, I noticed it a few times. I saw the little sign and thought, I wonder what that is, and finally I just asked.
But your sleep doctor, did they ever mention it to you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Tell us about your personal experience with the Somnid appliance, the one that we use here in the office.
I love it. The very first night I slept the whole night, didn't have any issues with it, and just kept turning the crank when it was time to get it to the right spot, and so much easier. I felt better. I didn't have the indentations on my face from the CPAP, and felt just as rested as I did with or without that.
That's fantastic. Did you have any problems with your jaw being sore or getting used to the appliance?
Very little. The first maybe 2 weeks in the mornings it would feel a little weird for about 5 minutes until I, got going, and then it was fine.
In what ways would you say that it's improved the quality of your life or your sleep?
Definitely with the travel. So, being able to throw that little thing in my purse when I'm traveling instead of having a whole separate carry-on has been great. But also just, when you're sleeping, I'm married, and having him, he would sing the Top Gun theme song because I'd have the whole mask on every night. So having that, not having to deal with that has been great. And then not waking up to, accidentally knocking it off in the middle of the night and hearing that, whoosh of air and waking up the husband. Even when, if one of my kids has a nightmare and comes in the middle of the night, they can come to me and it doesn't look scary. I'm not, Darth Vader tucking them back in. So that's been really great.
Did your snoring ever bother your husband or your family?
Yeah. He said the CPAP was an improvement from the snoring, at least. There's none of that with the oral appliance, so that's been really nice.
Would you have any words of encouragement for somebody who might be hesitant to try an oral appliance, thinking that they've heard these stories that they don't work, or?
Yeah, I think because you're so thorough in the beginning of making sure that the kind of apnea I had was related to my jaw, it wasn't just something else. I had no fear then because it was like, well, then it has to work, right? And it's been fantastic. So I'm just as awake, if not more, than I was with the CPAP.
Lindy, I think you made a good point that not everybody is a perfect candidate for an oral appliance, and I think our strength as a practice at Indy Dental Sleep is that we understand which patients are good candidates.
Yeah,
and if we tell you you're a good candidate, you will.
You are, yeah. I've been coming here more than half my life for a reason, and it brought a lot of patients here as well because I know you never had me get anything that I didn't need, and so having, sending my sleep study here before you'd even measure me for one it made me feel comfortable that we were doing the right thing.
Well, it's been a pleasure helping you.
Yeah,
as always. It's always excited to see our patients, our sleep apnea patients who come in, because they're always happy we don't have to give them any shots.
That was easy.
They're always happy that they're sleeping better. Sorry, maybe not having that tendency to fall asleep as much like you were.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's such a difference.
Any closing comments?
No, I'd just say do it.
Thank you very much, then.
You're welcome.
Bye. You're a natural.